Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I am back with my Bible box, and it looks like this one came in on the 24th. Is that right? I don't know. Maybe it was March? I don't know. Okay, so if you guys aren't familiar with this, I love this monthly kit. It says thank you so much for supporting our small Christian family business. Because of you, we continue to share the love of Jesus with Christian apparel. Have a blessed day. Love and faith. So love and faith is great. I basically have bought all of my Christian t-shirts through them for a while. I think it started in the last year or two. I kept getting these fantastic deals, and they are super, hold on, sorry guys, I had to get this to wipe it all off, super affordable, and anyways, I just am in awe. So, I love their t-shirts, and I can't believe how looked down I have one of the Blessed Girls on from Walmart, but saved by grace through faith. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. This is a short sleeve, so that will go straight into the wash, and I will enjoy that. Now, I've deliberated because I have so many t-shirts. What should I do? Should I, let it go? What do I do? I may switch my shirt size to maybe my daughter's size. They really are more feminine shirts. I mean, they have some masculine shirts. Yes, they do. But I may switch and build up some for my youngest daughter, though I've given her a ton. And she always feels like she has too many clothes. So I don't know. Maybe my oldest daughter. I'll ask her. We'll see. But anyways, super fun. Love this. It's a monthly subscription kit. You always get a bookmark. And this is Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness. My God, that is who you are. So you know that song by Michael W. Smith, I believe. So loyal like Esther, loving like Mary, faithful like Ruth, wise like Deborah, steady like Hannah, brave like Rahab. So very sweet. I love that. Created, chosen, called, daughter of the King. Amen. I love that. There is a t-shirt that they do. It's off of Esther. You were created for times like these. And as many of you know that have been with me, it has been a very difficult few months, couple of years, maybe more, with a variety of different reasons. And, but God doesn't give us anything we can't handle. I don't at times know how much more I can handle, but I guess God does. And that is where my faith is. My husband and I just had a discussion, and I pray that he will stay with it. He wanted us to go off of our vegetarian type diet. He would be more considered pescatarian. And it was through a friend who I knew what she was doing when she did it. And I knew it was a bad decision. And number one, because I have high cholesterol in my family history. Matter of fact, my cardiologist, which I don't really need one, but I go because of my family history. By next year, my dad had a massive heart attack at my age. Yeah, so when I hit next year, that was when he had a massive heart attack on his birthday. So they had to halo flight him in. It was not, I think they halo flighted him. Maybe they did. Maybe they ambulanced him in, but I don't remember. I know he got halo flight insurance immediately. But it's a thing for me. It doesn't have to be for everybody. It just has to be what works for me. And so I was going to cook a brisket because I've had it since we were going to have it on Resurrection Sunday. My husband wanted to do something else, so we did something else. And he just told me, he said, he walked in here and I said, you feel sluggish. You've gained weight. I feel sluggish. I'm in a lot of pain. And I think it might be time for us to, this all kind of began when we started eating meat again. And, we've been through incredible stress in the last, 7, 8 years. I mean, insane amount of stress. And, for those of you who knew, we were caregivers for my parents. And so when we went off meat a little over a year ago, it had been 7 years I had been a vegetarian. And it took forever for me to be able to do it. And it looks like, he just looked at me and he goes, I think you're right. Maybe we should just do it. And I said, well, we've stocked the freezer full of meat. And he said, and I said, why don't we go down to one meat meal a week? Instead of one meatless, let's do one meat. And he goes, as long as I get enough food. And I said, absolutely no problem. We're getting ready to have all of our gardens come in. And yeah. And so tomorrow, I want to get all my videoing done. I hope today, it's getting pretty late, because I want to do, we're going to do greens from the garden. I have Swiss chard. I really love mustard greens, but it just doesn't, some critter just loves it here. I don't know why. But we have tons of cabbage and all kinds of things. And so it's time to start harvesting some of that, even some onions. And I want to do greens pesto pasta. And then I do greens pesto pasta. The Mario Batali version is he adds meat into it, some kind of a meat, chicken, ground beef, whatever. And then, or sausage, and ground sausage. And then you stuff an acorn squash and you top it with more cheese, like Parmesan or what have you. And so I'm going to do greens pesto pasta. That's always the predecessor to the acorn squash. And I'm going to make enough. I have 3 huge squash, and I think I'm going to make, which is a half of one each per dinner. And I think I'm going to make 2 rounds of it, and I will have one for maybe Monday night. And then when we come home Thursday, I'll have the other. We're going to try to spend the night at our daughter and son-in-law's this week. This week, my husband had his computer just crash, and he had to get it home and get it on his desktop. But they have a great office there. So we get up at 0:30, we drive over, and then he works all the way out there sitting in the truck. And then I drive over, he drives home, that kind of a thing, which I will be driving over. And then I will be driving home early. I mean, we'll be up at 0:30 on Thursday, and he will again be working. And then we'll come home, he'll come in the office, and etc. So that day I'm going to be wiped. So that'll be the second part of that meal. And as you look at your meal planning, whether you eat meat or you don't eat meat or whatever you do, just think, if I cook this, how can I spread it out? Can I get multiple meals out of it? So, and the pesto is the pesto from this last year, from last year's garden. And I made 3 gallons of it this year. We usually only make about a gallon, and it lasts us a year. So I don't know what we're going to do, because we planted easily that much basil, but I think we'll be eating more fresh basil. We also purchased the same organic composted soil this year, and it is full of clay. It is killing the plants that can never be killed. I mean, not killing, well, yeah, because they're not growing. They look terrible. I'm getting ready to call them on Monday and say, what in the world did you do? We've bought soil from you for years, and this is horrible. This is the worst. I have spent a fortune, time, money. You guys, what's going on? Besides the fact that we paid for a truck and a flatbed load, which is, it was hundreds, and anyways, and then my husband set up all these extra gardens and whatnot throughout the property. So, but I will have a lot of fresh basil that I'll just chop up, put on salads, things like that. And I love fresh basil on salad, but I would never let myself do it because we had to make as much pesto as possible. So, but I will pull that pesto out. Tonight we're going to have pesto mozzarella penne pasta with tomatoes in it, and it is so good. And then we have the one where you add a little feta to it and some olives. And so, yeah, it's really good. So we're going to do both of those, and I'll do a mix and match. And then I'll probably just pick some greens. I've got lettuce. I'll put something on the plate, and we'll have that with it. And that's yummy. So as we look at things and we think God made us for a time like this, women, you ladies, just as Esther spoke of, He doesn't give us anything more than we can handle. Whether it's our diet, our health, our political situation, you name it. You name it. And it's a time like this. And He has a plan. And so let's just hang on to Him, okay? All right, so the Bible box, they give me this. And yes, I wonder if I can share this code. I need to ask them. I'm going to ask them if I can share this code, okay? I'm just going to ask, because that is really nice. Blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her, Luke 1:45. And this is such a lovely card. I may cut this up and use it in a different way, but I love that card. So anyways, it'd be a wonderful birthday card. So honoring motherhood. So this is for May. So that was probably meant to be delivered on April 24th. I don't know. But it says honoring motherhood, 30 devotions. And guys, these devotions are so great. You read, you write. It is that simple. Seriously. How wonderful is that? And if you get behind, you can read and write morning and night. Yes, I know. All right, guys. So this is the Bible box from Love and Faith. I will try to put their link below. Before I put this up, I'm going to ask them if I can share that discount code. And guys, let's support a small business right now. The big box stores are pretty much making it. Not all of them, of course. They've had to downsize. But we were just talking, my husband read an article last night that it looks like we're going to have over 5,000 new homes built in our teeny tiny town. I don't mean to complain, but wow. We moved here because it was tiny. You know, that was what we wanted to live in. And the town has grown out to us. It's, want to call it city. Yeah, we're really sad. We're really debating on what we want to do. And, you know, we've had people offer things for our property. Some we don't think were legit. Some that probably were legit. But, yeah, there's just going to be a tremendous amount of growth. And because we're between two big pastures that will most likely turn into a subdivision of sort or businesses, whatnot, we know that we either have to build a bigger fence, which means a real fence, not just barbed wire, or consider moving. And our kids want us to move. My sister wants us to move. But my husband and I were talking last night. We were sitting out on that prayer, in the prayer, what we call our prayer garden. And we were on the deck, and I just said, you know, it's pretty out here. And he said, yeah. He said, it won't be long, won't be. And I said, I know. You know, should we just put up a big fence? And he said, well, you know, we've talked about it all these years, you know, with other parts of our property. And so, and we haven't done it yet. But I said, either that or we got to plan on planting something that'll be a good, you know, hide all the stuff going on. And he said, yeah, I know. So it's a different time. We were made for times like these, right, guys? So God has a plan for all of us. We just have to seek him, and that's what faith is. So, all right, my friends, I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And you'll leave a comment on anything I shared. You feel free to comment. And yeah, and I want to welcome all the new people. We have tons of new people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just happened to open it up. I never look at the dashboard stuff. And I happened to pull it up the other night. We actually have comments. I pulled it up right as I was going to sleep, and I was like, comments came through. Yay! So I will answer those comments probably tonight, tomorrow night, and in a few nights. And I was like doing a happy dance, but I was getting ready to go to sleep. And but thank you guys. Y'all mean everything. You are what this channel is about. It is nothing about me. It is all about y'all. And it is about, you know, encouraging you guys, hopefully every day. And we all go through rough times. So I could pretend everything's happy and fine and never share, but I'm very real here. Now, I will not step over or step onto anyone's privacy, God willing. And I even like change the names so that they'll be, or the reference of who they are, so that there won't be people hurt. But then I use someone, and then they call me and said, did we hurt your feelings? I was like, oh my goodness, no, it wasn't talking about you. So it was just like, And, you know, it's a teaching tool. That's the whole idea, is that when I share these stories, it's just to show that everybody goes through rough times. God never leaves us. He never forsakes us. Sometimes we are like all but crying tears trying to figure out what are the next steps. And for anybody who's been there, you know what that's like. And many of you haven't, praise God, and you're thinking, oh, that's a little dramatic. But if you have been there, and it all relies on your decisions and how you're going to handle these things. I've literally been the person to care for my parents, to just all those horrible decisions that come with, care and trying to honor their requests, and then, everybody else's requests. And it just is a lot. It's a lot to carry. And, and then there's other things that have gone on. And so I just try to be real with you guys. I try to be honest as much as I can. And share, I try to be honest, period. And then I share as much as I can. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I blended 2 sentences together. I've been doing a lot of videos today, guys. All right. Okay, guys, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Leave your comment. I'm getting comments. Yay! And I pray your day, again, is blessed, creative, and lovely. I probably already said that, but I know. I got to get some water. All right, guys. Love you guys. Y'all take care. Be safe. God loves you so very, very much. Just trust him. Okay, guys? All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.